Hello and welcome to the Davie Saturday podcast for another episode of the podcast today. As you see, we're joined by a man who's appeared before but not on video. It's the staunchest man in Coatbridge, of course, it's Davie Stewart. How you doing, mate?
Oh, what's happening? How are we? I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, mate, I'm good. And of course, joined by Lewis, as always. So 23rd episode today. Great, obviously, great week. Old Firm victory, 2-2 for the season. Still unbeaten in the league, 19 clear. What more could you want? Davie, I'm going to come to you first, mate, because we've done our instant reaction to the game on our YouTube channel as well. So, how do you think about the game?
I'm going to lie, we played utter shite. We did play our
To put it bluntly, aye.
Aye, we're shite. But you're going to take that every single day of the week, aren't you, when you're playing your worst, beating them.
Aye, you're right.
Nothing else you can say, is there?
You're absolutely right.
Aye. See, to be honest, but see, maybe for about the 60th minute on, we were actually probably the better team. Like, even before the sending off, I would say. We came out the second half, the first half we got utter shite. Probably the worst half we played this season. But see that second half, we actually came out the traps fucking quite quick, I thought. We were alright. Like, even the first sort of 5-10 minutes, I thought we were doing no bad. But we were alright in the second half. And then obviously,
I have to agree.
you get somebody sent off. Shane Duffy's fucking on the pitch for 5 minutes, and that only leads to ban hanged, doesn't it?
Aye.
So,
absolutely. But I agree what you're saying there. The game did change after half time. We had to deal with a lot of pressure, not be able to really play our game, get out of our box or whatever. 45 minutes, roof goes off, Hadji comes on. Do you feel like Hadji changed the game?
Aye, definitely. Thing is, I wouldn't say Roof had a bad first half, but Hadji came on. I actually says at half time in our chat that Hadji should probably come on. I can't even mind who I says was going to. I think I actually wanted Morelos off for Hadji.
I think you did, aye.
But aye, he came on, changed the game a bit, so aye, fucking ideal. Credit Steven Gerrard, I know, because I was actually saying at half time he's not going to make a change because he's quite stubborn. But aye, fair play to him, and he had to change something, he did, so aye, perfect that.
Exactly, it worked out. As you say, we did come out in the second half a lot better in the first, got a bit more effort holding the game, went forth a lot. They get the sending off, obviously. It's massive in terms of the game. We had to go and capitalise on that, and we did. We got the goal. And I don't get all this hype on the media about how Celtic are playing this diamond, they look so good. Fair enough, they did look good in the first half, but when Rangers started to go up another gear, in the second half, they were limited to very little, obviously, that being with 10 men. But up until Beaton sending off as well, I feel like they weren't great, Lewis. Obviously, you were saying like, overhyped players and such. But I mean, I agree with that. And I feel it was massive to just get the 3 points at the end of the day.
Listen, looking back in the game, mate, I think it was an instant with Keema Roof and Griffiths in the box. I think it's first half. Looking back on it at the time, obviously because of the angle of the camera, it didn't look like a penalty. See when you see it from a different angle, for me it's a penalty. It just completely comes in and just barges him off the ball. As I said before, the Duffy one on Ryan Kent, he doesn't even go for the ball, he goes to break his ankle really. Do you know what I mean? That one for me is a red card. Obviously the beaten one, have to give him Neil Lennon. It's no red card, mate, is it? Do you know what I mean? The red card all day long. I think you could tell with the Celtic players, obviously how much they were. For me, they were nervous. They've got to be with somebody like Christopher Ayer screaming, celebrating after doing what he gets paid to do, which is defend. Do you know what I mean? So no, mate. Just hope they're enjoying their trip in Dubai. To be honest with you, hope they're having a couple of bevies, getting themselves some nice tango partners, and having a nice time over there.
Exactly, that's it. We'll go into our player ratings in just a second, but to sum that Old Firm game up, we did not play our best to any degree. You see, didn't have a shot on target, but we still win the game, which is all I've been laughing about all weekend pretty much. We haven't needing to have a shot on goal and still beating them. So, I mean, all the Rangers fans are happy with that. We go 19 clear. All I'm hearing is they've got 3 games in hand and 2 times to play us again. So, but we'll see what happens. We've obviously got a massive game coming up on Sunday against Aberdeen, where we could go 22 points clear before they even play their game against Hibs. Aye, and that's about it. We're going to go into doing the player ratings now for the Celtic game. Obviously, I think there might be a bit of... When we do the player ratings, it's like, oh, he played all right. There was nothing for them to do. But there was a lot for players to do. There was a lot of sort of bad performances. But we'll start off with... I don't see any other rating than a 10 for this guy, Al McGregor.
100%. 10.
10
Davie,
big
wouldn't give
enough.
him a 10.
Mate, fucking 100, man, honestly. Some of the saves he's pulling off just class, man, especially at his age. You just don't... Well, I don't mean don't expect it, but it was just superb, wasn't he?
Yeah.
See that one with Griffiths? Oh my god, man. That was... I'll give Griffiths his due. That was some shot and all, man, but some save, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. For McGregor to even reach that and put it on the post.
In fact, the one even before that and all, and it was like a wee bit of a scramble, and I think they get 3 shots away.
I think it was Edward.
Actually, and it was 2 of them, Edward. I don't know if the other one was.
Aye, Edward, it was, aye.
Was it? Well, I actually says at the time, like, every one of them, they should probably be burying every single one of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, but what saves and fucking fair play to McGregor, man. Honestly, superb goalkeeping, wasn't it?
It's stuff that could win you leagues at the end of the day, innit? Saves like that.
That's it, aye. So, ideal, man.
So I Lewis, obviously we know you're a 10 as well for him. Pretty much the same as what Davie said there. Moving on to the right back area then, Tavernier. For me personally, I feel like he had no his best game, although he makes that pass that gets us up the park and gets Beaton sent off, which was probably the best thing he did for an attacking standpoint up until then. Defensively, he was all right. Out of position a few times, I feel.
Was he?
He was out of position.
Both of them get done, mate. The first half, both of them were getting done.
They weren't allowed to play their game at all. Tavernier or Barisic in the full back areas. So, I feel Tavernier. I'm giving him a 6 personally because he's kept a clean sheet at the end of the day as well. But he did have a few sort of dodgy moments and about that as well. Davie, how do you feel about Tavernier on this one?
I'll rate him about an 8, mate. To be honest,
really,
an 8. It wasn't his best game. If you're going to compare it to the way he's been all season, it wasn't probably at his best. I didn't feel. I don't mean he done anything wrong. I just don't mean he's just wasn't his usual self. You know what I mean? Aye, so maybe stretched an 8.5, but nothing done anything wrong. So 8.5.
Maybe you're getting up, no down.
Aye, so as you say, it's about him putting the ball on the red card and that. So it's got to take that into consideration and all, I suppose. So
from that moment, he did kick on as well. He was doing well, getting us up the park, creating chances and such, but. The first half performance, that's all FD's really looking at it now, innit? So I feel he was poor. We'll do the centre back pair and then Goldson and Balogun.
Solid.
For me, solid, the two of them. I'm rating them both an 8. Personally, I feel they were solid in dealing with everything that Celtic had to throw at us. Obviously, in that first half, they were destroying us.
That's the thing, I think I'd be an 8 or then,
Similar reasons, I think. They've done their job at the end of the day, kept a clean sheet again. No matter who we put next to Goldson seems to work. So,
to be honest with you, mate, see for me, in this game, I think Connor Goldson was more a leader than Tavernier for me in this game. Connor Goldson, for me, was, do you know what I mean? See for Tav, I love him to bits, do you know what I mean? But I don't know, I wanted a bit more from my captain in this game. Do you know what I mean? How important this game is. Obviously, we've won at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, but I don't know, mate. I just think Connor Goldson and Tavernier together, it's sort of I don't want to compare it with Steve Gerrard and Carragher, but the way he is, man, you can hear Goldson on that park, you can hear him fucking scream like a war general, do you know what I mean? I don't know, just the way I compare it, mate, do you know what I mean? Nothing else, but I agree with you 100%, we're both solid, mate.
Two of them. solid. Dealt with everyone at Celtic through them. 8s all round. So then Barisic on the other side of the defence.
6.
I'm in a game with you, Lewis. So I'm going for him a 6-0. I feel similar to sort of Tavernier.
Aye.
I think a 6 a wee bit low, man. I think I'd have to go for maybe a 7, to be honest. I can't rate him 6 because I don't think he did that. I don't think he done anything that wrong, to be honest.
Aye, I don't think he done anything wrong per se, but just like the level he can be at.
All day.
The level he can be at wasn't there for the full 90, in my opinion.
No, but that's fair.
He was unlucky with a free kick, actually, and all.
Aye, no, he is.
Aye.
But
I actually forgot about that until he says that.
Aye, I just remembered it there. But as you say, Frimpong did have the beating him most of the game.
He was rapid. He was very, very quick, what I've seen.
But I don't know if that was
him anyway.
Aye, it would have been. He is rapid. I don't know if that was in the game plan to let him get to the byline because they know his quality crossing is poor. I don't know, but it didn't come to it neither. I'm looking for more for Barisic and Tav, although their diamond did work out pretty well to stop us from playing. Drops on there. Aye, it was my pen that fell on the floor.
I thought you were ghost, mate.
I'm just expecting more from him, so I'm going to go a 6 for Barisic, and you're going for a 7, Davie. Wait, you lose 6?
I'm the same as you, mate. 6, man.
We'll go into midfield then. Stephen Davis. I mean, can't go wrong with Davis.
I'm going to give him an 8.
He had a good game, to be honest, I think. He always, see, Bonus never really has a bad game for us. Not that any of them do, but I mean, Davis was actually, I thought he was quite good, man. It's always the same. Fucking his age, I know you've got to take into consideration. He's still fucking class.
Nah, he's performing at such a high level at age of 36 now. So, similar to the full first half. I mean, I don't think I can rate a player well, bar the 2 centre backs and the goalkeeper. But Davis, in the first half, he was a bit pedestrian. His crosses and nice passes and everything were going mostly a Celtic jersey. But second half, he was fighting for every ball, similar to Glenn Kamara.
100%.
They were cleaning up absolutely everything that Celtic was throwing at them. I feel like they two done their job very well. I'm going to give Davis a 7, just dropping down that one for you, your 8, just because his first half. Obviously, I think you have to take that into consideration, no matter how good or bad the result is.
I just think, as you said, mate, him and Kamara just cleaned up second half. Do you know what I mean? As I say, everything goes through Davis. You know the way they go. It goes for Goldson straight to Davis, and then they play for there. Do you know what I mean?
And then going on to Glenn Kamara, then similar as I say to Davis, had a poor sort of first half. Grew into the game more. Again, cleaning up everyone, doing his work for the midfield. Limited them to nothing after we scored. So I'm going to have him similar to Davis. I feel they had a similar game. I'm going to give him a 7-0.
Fair play, mate. That's a fair play, man. See, but honestly, with Kamara, I find that there's times where Kamara's in areas of space where he doesn't shoot for the ball for me. Like, see if do you know what I mean? Especially when there's times where sort of it looks like Davis is struggling to find somebody. Kamara's there, he's free. Do you know what I mean? I just wish he would shoot for the ball more. It's just something I've picked up on him during the games. But no, I'll give him a 7. Same as you. You got to take first half into consideration, I guess. But second half, I think him and Davis did do their jobs a hell of a lot better.
Davie, what's your thoughts?
Obviously a 7, to be honest, man. Same again as Davis, innit?
Aye, both of them were similar, I would say.
Definitely, aye.
Aribo, and this is a man that's came under quite a bit of criticism, after that performance at the weekend. Me included. I feel like he should have been subbed off at the end of the first half, but that was nobody knew the roof. It was carrying a knock, and that's why he was took off. I feel like Aribo, in games where you just need a bit of buzz, he just wasn't showing it in the midfield in the first half. Fair enough, he does get the deflection that leads to the goal, but I was looking for a big performance for Aribo, because he's a guy that comes with a lot of talent, a lot of promise, and you're wanting him to show up in your big games. I feel like he did do slightly better in the second half, and we're playing a bit better, but when we're under the pressure, I don't know, he didn't handle it for me personally, so I'm going to give him a 6.
No, I've got to agree with you, mate. First half was just disgusting for to be honest with you. Love for Joe Aribo wasn't he fading or that, but I think myself, this guy can play an old for him, but Hadji can't. It's the way I'm thinking, mate, to be honest with you. I don't know, Joe's a lovely guy, mate. I know him personally, alright?
No,
I'll
do
tell
you?
you, no, I'm joking, no. No, I've got to agree, mate. Second half, he showed a bit more fight, showed a bit more cojones, as I like to say. I do feel
Aye.
like we're obviously missing our field in this game, because between him and Jack, do you know what I mean? There are two of them that have got a bit of cojones. Even Davis has got a wee bit of cojones and all. I love saying the word cojones. It's a good word, that, isn't it? Cojones. No. Yeah, I've got to give him a 6. I'll give him a 6, mate. Same as you.
And then Davey, what's your thoughts on
Aye,
Joe?
mate, I agree, I know. But it's a poor game. But, aye, just hopefully fucking picks up again, that I mean. But, aye.
Because you're wanting him to turn up in your big games, isn't he? He's like a big player for
Oh,
us.
definitely.
You're looking for a lot from him.
See, to be honest, I'd say this is probably one of the games he's probably just not turned up for us. And about probably his full career. Like, I can't think of games he's not turned up, to be honest.
The only one I can recall is the first Old Firm we ever played, but that was 2-0. We get beat at home at Ibrox, and Gerrard played him in like centre forward or something. He didn't play any wingers or that. He just played at 5 midfielders. It was an odd setup, obviously, but I feel like he's been poor in that Old Firm, and then there's another one, obviously this time where he's been poor, but it all comes with experience. I think he's only 24, so
that's it. Aye, yep, definitely.
I believe he'll get better in these sort of situations. Then going into the front three, then we'll rate Timar, Roof and Taji then, since, I mean, they only played a half each. So first off, Roof, first half performance, obviously you're looking for him getting into this to be your main man, your talisman, take shots on, scoring goals maybe, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen from an attacking standpoint at all, actually, in the first half where he was on the park. Goes off with a knock. But do you feel that he contributed anything to the game?
See, apart from, as I said, mate, that sort of incident with Griffiths, I don't know if I was first that penalty sort of incident for me, that's about it. Roof didn't really do anything. I don't know if it was, as you say, because he had a knock or what have you, but I don't know. No, he didn't do anything. Roof didn't do anything, mate. Bottled it with the rest of them in the first half.
Davey, I'm actually want to get your thoughts on Roof as a whole. How do you like him as a player?
I do it right. Well, see, with the exception of Saturday, I think he's a good player, and I think he's been doing quite good for us, to be honest. That's why I was a wee bit surprised when Saturday, because he didn't really do much. I know you're talking about that penalty thing. See, to be honest, I can't even mind the penalty thing, to be honest.
The first half was that bad, I know.
Davey, I think it's a corner. I think it's like, I don't know if it's a corner.
It was a cross or a corner.
Griffiths runs in, takes him right out.
Right. That's not ideal one. See, to be honest, I can't remember. I'll need to go back and watch it back. See, to be honest, I've watched the match highlights and all, but
I don't think it was in it.
I'll send you it, David. I'll send you it.
I send it after this. But I didn't have much today, so how do you rate that? Do you know what I mean? Whereas
exactly,
you're saying Hadji's played our half. Fucking.
See, Phil, for a question for you, Davey, what is it about Roof that stands out for you, like in terms of his game? Like, what is it that stands out for you?
I don't know. I just feel like he's a wee bit of a different striker than we've had in the past. To be honest, I think he's just a wee bit different. I feel as if he's different from Morelos, definitely.
Yeah.
But even Morelos at his peak, I think they're different players. But I like his what's the word? His imagination. Let's see, shooting for the halfway line a couple months ago.
Yeah.
See things like that, just class in it.
I mean, who else in the Rangers squad could you actually see pulling off something?
I'll tell you who could, Jack. I'll tell you who could.
I'm waiting for it.
There he is. There he is. He could do it. See that, Davey? What the reins on this boy? He could do it.
Class, mate.
Every week. But Roof, you were expecting more, but first half, I wouldn't rate him. Coming on for him, then Hadji, I feel Hadji just completely transformed the game.
Danger, Triple H. Time to play the game. Took
it on his stride. Just looked a better team when he was on the park, and it's mad to say that, obviously, with months and months past, where he wasn't even getting in the team or coming on for the bench. You know what I mean? He's becoming more of a really important player for us. Comes on, does a good job. plays his part in a massive Old Firm victory. So, Davie, what's your thoughts on Hadji when he came on?
Superb, wasn't he?
Nah, he
So,
was.
I feel as if he whole game, honestly. Turned in his head.
It was unfair to obviously leave him out, but I think everybody knew he was going to stick with putting Ryan Kent in for an Old Firm.
Aye, definitely. I couldn't see him no point Kent in that, to be honest. But I'd seen Hadji come on, but different class. You just imagine we played him for the start of the game. Probably a whole different game.
I know, you're wondering that, I know.
Aye, so, but aye, as I say, it's superb. Probably, to be honest, I'd probably rate him a 10. I know he's only on for a half, but I'd still probably rate him a 10.
I've got to agree with you there, Davie, son. I've got to agree with you. Came on, game changer, sort of the energy we needed, that fighting. Do you know what I mean? As I say to you, people are saying he's too soft or this or that for these kind of games. I'm going to say it all the time. If Joe Rebo and Ryan Kent and all them can play it, then I'm sorry, Hadji can, do you know what I mean? He comes in. I know he gets tackled a lot, mate. I mean, you've talked about it on the podcast constantly, Jack. But constantly gets tackled, but he still gets back up. He's a fighter. Do you know what I mean? That's what I like about him. He's a fighter. Obviously, he can create on the ball and that. But as I said, Triple H spat the water out. He came on and he played the game, didn't he?
He did. He's grown a lot to deal with these physical battles in the past few weeks, I think. As you said, came on, looked right up for it as soon as we started the half. So I feel like he done well, Hadji. We had the first shot for us as well in the second half. I'm sure it just sort of went off goal, but it gets a shot sort of on the board. So it's good to get the things for your forward players.
100%.
I'm gonna rate him. Can I rate him a 10? I don't know. I'll rate him. He changed the game button. That's the thing.
It changed the game, mate. That's the thing.
I'm gonna give him a 10 then. Fuck it. Hadji gets a 10. Changed the game completely. For me, the next one, Ryan Kent's a passenger. I thought putting him in was the right move for Gerrard, but didn't show up again. Just you've got sort of moments where you're expecting him to go and drive at players, or he was unlucky with one shot and all, get blocked. Don't know. You're just expecting so much more for Ryan Kent for the start of the season that he had, and then he's sort of tailed off a bit.
He's a bottler for me, mate. See, to be honest with you, see me takes the big runs at people, and you know he can beat the man, and he just doesn't. He turns back and he looks for Barisic every time. Do you know what I mean? Back yourself, son. Go for the run. Take it. You can do it. Do you know what I mean? Do you want me to hold your hand as you cross the road, Ryan? I'll do it for you, son. I'll hold your hand. I'll walk you across. No, John. Nah, I agree with you, mate. He was a passenger. Wasn't in the game at all, was he?
Nah, he was not. Davie, what do you feel?
I agree, mate. Definitely. Agree with both of you. See what he does annoy. I know you're saying he passes back, looks for Barisic and that, but it does annoys me and all. He always tries to beat the player like 4 or 5 times. Do you know what I'm on about?
Nah.
They date so many times. Just date once, twice. Away you go. Like, do you know what I mean? I actually just thought this one all with Aribo. See Aribo sometimes he tries to do like back heels and things like that when it's not really needed. Like just do a simple pass, you don't lose the ball. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, both of them are flair sort of players, aren't they? They always look for that extra.
That's what I'm on about. No cojones. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't matter in an Old Firm. Do you know what I mean? Well, I mean, sometimes it does. Sometimes brilliance gets pulled off, but it's all about the cojones. I'm just going to keep saying that word. I love that word now. Big rough dash, put a suit on. No,
but I'm going to rate Kent a 5 personally. What about yous?
I agree with you, mate.
Well, I can't go as low as a 5. I'd probably say maybe a 6 or a 7, maybe 6.5 probably.
6.5.
I can't go as low as a 5, but I don't know.
I don't have a concern about rating them poorly. I just feel like this has been an ongoing weekend for weeks and weeks and weeks. Where we're all.
He's took a dip in form 100%.
Aye,
which I don't
he has.
But I just hopefully gets back in form again. Do you know what I mean?
That's all you can hope for, innit? I mean, you don't want to come on here and rate him a 5, but you're looking for so much more. And then the talking point of probably every Old Firm game we've ever played in the past sort of 3 years, Morelos led the line. For you, did they do a good job up there?
Love him, mate.
I think he did a good job. See, to be honest, this is obviously I've been waiting for Morelos to come up, right? I watched them. See when he's getting poked down by beat on,
Mhm.
and I'm listening. I've watched it back, and then I'm listening to Neil Lennon talk about it, and he goes, he can get a shot away, but it's not a goal scoring opportunity. And I'm thinking in my head, what is a goal scoring opportunity apart from a shot? You know what I'm on about?
Aye, I mean, you're quite right with that.
I mean, but see Morelos getting into positions like that, realistically, him going through for that angle, he's probably going to hit the target at least. And how many times he scored to that angle now, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Aye, he is. And the thing I've got wrong with it, obviously I've watched a few sort of Celtic fan channel videos talking about the game, and they're like, oh, Ayer's on the cover. Ayer's ages away. He's never going to catch up to Morelos. Morelos is bearing down on goal if he doesn't drag him down. And he's got a shot at possibly the worst Celtic keeper there's ever been or something like that, Vasilis Barkas. He's got a free shot at him. Surely to God, he was going to get it on target or score. So I feel like that. You're right. It's a goal scoring opportunity. I don't think you can argue with that. If that was a Rangers man get up and done that, they would all want him sent off. So
that's that, definitely.
I feel like there's no complaints, or obviously there's no complaints over the red card, but there's no. I don't get the outcry that it wasn't personally.
Aye.
And he gets himself involved in a scuffle after the Duffy tackle on Kent. He's always going to be in and about the kind of things, but it looks like Scott Brown's just trying to get to him straight away to try and get him pissed off so he'll react. Which is just, I mean, that's a 36-year-old man who's supposed to be a captain of Celtic, and he's acting like that, like a wee guy. Like, just shameful to me personally. He gets subbed off after that, obviously, because I feel like it was going to go him getting fucking sent off or something like that. But for the game, I thought he done all right. Still similar to Kent. I'm expecting more for him. On the basis of like attacking that, he could have stabbed in the goal at the end for the own goal, but I feel he done all right. His hold up was good, but then his ball on for the hold up was either going straight to a Celtic man or going nowhere. You know what I mean? I feel he was all right. I'll give him a 6.
A 6?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. See, even that's what I'm on about. I mean, we were close, Jack. We were close to probably greatest moment of life. Morelos almost scoring in the Old Firm. Do you know what I mean? In terms of that corner, but nah, mate. I've got to agree with you. Do you know what I mean? But you know he's always going to get involved in terms of, do you know what I mean? The kind of moments in the Old Firm where there's a chance for sending offs and stuff like that. Smart, obviously, decision making that for Gerrard to bring him off. I don't know, mate. I'm thinking about the fact that he could have scored in the Old Firm. Do you know what I mean? Like the scenes, mate. The scenes. I could have been running down my street in the snow in the nude. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm only joking. How yourself, Davie? What you getting him?
I'm not going to lie, mate. I think a wee bit different. I'm probably going to rate him an 8 because, see, just for the purely the red card instant, he's got to sell into that position. He's running and he's away. See, had he have no got pulled in and went on and scored, would probably all be rating on 10. Do you know what I mean?
You're right about that, actually.
I'm going to keep saying it, Jack.
He's always in and about fighting forever in the Old Firm games. You know that. You're not going to expect anything else.
That's what you want for your players.
That's exactly it.
That's what you want.
Sometimes I'm like, mate, just hold back a bit when I know for a fact he's going to get shown a card or something. But you like seeing that, obviously, for your players. But with the reputation he's got, it's never going to end well. I feel like he's always fighting for the team. He's always trying, but sometimes it doesn't come off. I feel if he's not in that position, goes down. I mean, the red card doesn't harm him. So I agree with you, Dave. If he scored that goal, he would be all raving about 10 ratings and all that. So yeah, that's it. The other subs were pretty much.
There's one thing else we need to touch on, lads. I just want Davie's opinion on it. The referee, Davie, what's your opinion on the referee? Do you think he was a bit too friendly blowing the whistle?
But for the red card?
No, just through the game, mate.
See, to be honest, mate, the first half he gave us nothing. He gave us absolutely nothing. Every 50-50 was Celtic's ball. Any foul was Celtic's ball. There was times we were getting fouled, we were only getting a free kick and things like that. I thought the first, in fact, see, to be honest, the red card, I thought it gave Celtic everything. Everything they wanted. Aye, that's how I was a wee bit surprised when I come onto Twitter and that, and I'm seeing Bobby Madden and Rangers traps and all that, and I'm like, what the hell?
Aye.
Because the first half, I didn't think, honestly, I don't know what used to, but I thought he gave us nothing, like nothing at all.
Nah, yeah, he didn't. I mean, you look at Sorrow, their midfielder, he made about 5 or 6 fouls. That's the thing that annoyed me. He made about 5 or 6 fouls, and then it took about ages to actually get shown a card. You've got that one on Morelos in his first 5 minutes when he's going down the line, he stamps on Frimpong's leg, which I've heard people talking about as well. That's early on in the game. I don't think he's ever going to book Morelos because he's wanting to let the game go before he starts booking people 2 minutes into the game and that. But I feel like he went a bit out of control in the second half, right enough. Gave the red card out, Shane Duffy get booked, Morelos get booked. I feel I do agree with you in the first half. We get fuck all off him. But
I'm just saying, do you know what I mean? Like usually, do you know what I mean? You know it's a derby. You know there's going to be tackles and that. Do you know what I mean? So I was just thinking, do you know what I mean? Let the game play on sometimes. Do you know what I mean? See when there's a nutting tackle. Do you know what I mean? You imagine Scott Brown was on for the start. Do you know what I mean? He'd slap himself in the face and probably do you know what I mean? Blame Morelos for it. Do you know what I mean?
But that's it for the Old Firm sort of segment there. Good victory, obviously. Even funnier for the meltdown that's happened for it with him going to Dubai and all the FD's talking about it, obviously. So, aye, it's funny to see that they're basically saying that, look, 10-0's over. But us as Rangers fans, for me, I feel that there's still a long way to go.
Listen, you've got to just take this one game at a time.
Max has been working all season.
Aye, that's it, mate. One game at a time, that's it. Until it's mathematically impossible to win the league of that, I really don't want to hear anything about it, to be honest.
Aye,
and I hope the players are the same.
I'm similar. I feel like Gerrard is that like that in his interviews and all. He's like, leagues are not won in whatever month, January or that.
No, they're not. Listen, if you look back the last 2 Januaries, we fucking thought we were going to win it, didn't we?
Yeah, I felt to bits, exactly.
Aye,
although we've got a good lead this time, but that lead can...
Oh, definitely.
That lead
can dwindle.
Exactly. So
we just need to remain focused.
You're right, mate. You're right. We need to take it one game at a time.
Davie, come on, speaking the facts, Jack.
Yeah, no, absolute facts. I love it. I love to hear it.
That, boy. Look at it. It's beautiful.
No.
I'm digging that hair to
it. So, Old Firm's out the way. The transfer window is now opened, which is the next segment to talk about. I want to get both of your thoughts on. So, do we need anybody in January? And who would you offload in January? Davie, what about you?
Realistic, mate. I don't think we need them.
Do you know, no?
No, I would be happy with the way they're playing the room, mate, to be honest. I don't even need them.
Davie, do you know? I think we need another forward. Maybe this guy.
I'd have that guy any day. I'd have that guy any day. But no, mate, honestly, but I don't think we need them. I mean, in terms of getting rid of players, there's a few maybe, but nobody major.
For me, it comes to mind anyway. Jones, Edmondson, Stewart, maybe. No, I don't think Patterson, but
the Deadwood, mate. That's what you're saying.
I don't think Brandon Barker will stay, but players like that, like you've not seen Greg Stewart all season. He'll be off a wage bill. Edmondson and Jones obviously got up to no good. They'll be off.
Well, that is I forgot.
See, talking about they two. Just talking about they two, right? Everyone seems to be hanging in it. Do you know what I mean? With these lockdown restrictions and all that. Celtic are away to Dubai. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just to me.
I mean, exactly. Jones and Edmondson get a 8-game ban or something like that, and fined by the SFA for doing that. And Celtic are away in a different country.
Aye, that is as I thought. Saying that, for what I've read is that they'd already had it all agreed and all that before obviously went into lockdown yesterday. But I don't really understand it, and I know they've said that they've basically got away with it because they've said it's an essential training camp.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you need to train over there? What's the difference to train over there, train here? Do you know what I mean? Back for sun.
Aye. For me, the way I feel about it is look, they went to Dubai last year. That worked wonders for them because they came back transformed into a different team with a new formation and such. So I feel maybe their thoughts at November was, look, we'll go to Dubai again. We'll see if we can make this work again, as they did last season. That's how I see it personally.
Mate, for me personally, I see it as a sort of thing, do you know what I mean? Go over, get a bit of the swag, try some of the ladies, maybe some of the men if you like the men, not wrong with that, but mostly the ladies, you know, and mate, that's bad, do you know what I mean? I feel for, obviously, Malcolm's a Celtic fan, right, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel for him, that guy's back Neil Lennon, do you know what I mean? Even when Celtic fans have said get him out and all that, and for just the team, it was an old for him, and then just go to Dubai for a swag, do you know what I mean? To me, it's just embarrassing, man.
The way I look at it is if Rangers were out the Champions League, out the Europa League, finished bottom with the most goals conceded in a competition, beat 4-1 home and away off Sparta Prague, beat off Ross County at home out the Betfred Cup, 19 points behind Rangers and just lost an Old Firm derby. There would be some uproar for me anyway if Rangers were going to make it Dubai, personally. So, aye.
We've actually got good looking players in our team, Jack, do you know what I mean? Imagine them going to Dubai.
Aye, exactly. So, Lewis, what do you think we need in January then?
January, I personally feel like we need... I don't think we need a lot in January, but for me, I know there's been talk of the boy for Sheffield, I can't remember his name now. I know I've been going on about him.
Lundstrom, I think that would be a pre-contract right enough. I don't think he'd...
Pre-contract, aye, but I'd take him on a pre-contract. For me, I'd take Billy Gilmore on loan if there's a chance to get him up on loan for end of the season or something. I'd take young Billy Gilmore. I think we need somebody in terms of a winger, do you know what I mean? I think it's all went down. Sort of tried to replace Daniel Quintes, so I think we're still trying to replace Quintes for me. Do you know what I mean? That lad, he was fantastic. But that's all I can think of, mate. There's nowhere else on that part for me that needs replaced. Maybe a right back if Tav goes down. I don't know if you can rely on young Patterson to play the rest of the season if Tav was to get an injury or that.
Aye, I'm pretty similar to you. I feel like we need a winger. We need a winger for the past few windows, I feel. I think maybe a centre midfielder as well, whether that be Billy Gilmore, Lundstrom, whoever. Maybe a loan deal for a midfielder in just to the end of the season to shoot it up a bit, because you look at Arfield and Jack out the team, you're needing to strengthen that area for me, because you can't let another man fall, and then you're looking at bringing a player for your attacking options like Hadji or something into the midfield, and then you're leaving yourself bare up there. I feel a winger, a midfielder. Don't know, but right back, it's Gerrard seems to speak very highly of Nathan Patterson to give him his chance.
That's what I'm on about. I know we've seen him play the away game in Poland, and he did all right, but Arfield had the coaching for the game, you know what I mean? He's a young man still learning his trade, but I don't know, I would just maybe want... I'm not saying we need to get one. I don't think Tav's going to get injured. I think Tav's a phenomenal athlete, do you know what I mean? But I'm just saying in case he did, do you know what I mean? Maybe look at...
Aye, touch wood.
Aye, touch wood, mate.
Aye,
I think, you said there, I just think maybe if there's a chance to get a young Billy Gilmore on loan, I'll take it until the end of the season or something, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty similar, Davie. I agree with you with the... no, I don't agree with you, sorry, with no needing MD. I like this place the squad is at the now, but I would like just maybe a few fresh faces, and I think that always does wonders for your January windows. Just get a couple in, more competition, just freshes up the squad a bit. So,
fair enough.
We'll see what actually happens throughout the month. Obviously, there's plenty of days to go. Rumours will start coming up. Players will start to head out. As long as we keep hold of our big players, such as like your Tav, Goldson, Kent, Morelos.
I can't see any of them. I can't see any of the big players leaving, mate, to be honest with you. See if they, do you know what I mean? They know how important this season is and that. Just can't see any of them going.
And no matter the offer, I feel like the club will reject it as well, because they know the position we're in. They know we'll need every single one of these players to go forward, and which is going to be, could be historic. Let's just say that it could be come May, so we'll see. But there's going to be sort of transfer roundup videos on our YouTube channel every end of the week, sort of when we start getting rumours, players leaving, players coming in, and we'll basically give our thoughts about them. So stay tuned onto the YouTube for that as well. But transfer talk out of the way. we move on. No midweek game this week, which is a bit weird. We're usually doing this and we're playing tomorrow, but Sunday it is. Gives the players a good time off, obviously, after all that work they've put in so far. Aberdeen away, Pittodrie, always a tough place to go, no matter how good Aberdeen are, how good we are. It's just always a tough venue. Aberdeen will want to go and beat us, take points off us to ruin our progress. They're obviously, I think, 4 points behind. Aye, they're only 4 points behind Celtic as well, so they'll be wanting to win this game to move into 1 point within them. So, they're a dangerous side. They've got good players, obviously. Ross McCrory won't be able to play, but they've got Hedges, Cosgrove, Lewis Ferguson, obviously heavily linked with Rangers. Joe Lewis, great keeper. So, they've got plenty to cause us problems, but how do you feel about going up there and getting the job done? You feeling confident?
Me?
Go for it,
you,
Henry.
Davie.
I didn't hear you say the name there. I was like, aye, see, to be honest, mate, Aberdeen haven't really done anything in the past that have made me that scared, to be honest. I mean, they've got on the right side in that, but I think we'll be quite confident going up there, to be honest. I can't see us dropping points, but
Aye,
just
I'm the same. I can't see any drop points coming, but you never know with these sort of sides. It's going to be a tough month.
I've got to agree with you there, lads. I just feel like Aberdeen are sort of getting... I know they're usually the team that finish third, you know what I mean? Sort of like Aberdeen, but I think Hibs are starting to replace them in terms of that, obviously, this season. I think they're sort of getting forgot about. Just for me, anyway, my point of view, I just feel like they're getting lost sort of in the shuffle, do you know what I mean? Obviously, as you say, mate, it's a difficult game. Obviously, I was going away up there, but especially with the players getting... I know Gerrard said he gave them 2 days off after the Old Firm, I think. He was going to give them 2 days off or something. So, no, I hope they come back fresh and what have you, and take care of the business. That's what I like to do,
Exactly.
take care of the business.
The main thing, and I think the main thing that's came from the past 2 home performances anyway, is we don't need to play well to win, as long as we win the game. It's came for the Hibs game. It's came for obviously the game at the weekend there. So I feel it's going to be a tough game. I think it's Pittodrie, obviously, we beat them up there this season, the first game. That was obviously when they were going through an absolute torrid time with players getting done for COVID and injuries and stuff like that. So,
what's Aberdeen's last 3 results?
I'll get them up now for you. I know they drew 0-0. They drew 0-0 with Dundee United at the weekend. And they beat St Johnstone 2-1 and drew 0-0 with Motherwell. That's a past 3 results. So 2 draws and a win. They'll be looking to get back to winning ways, obviously. So it's a tough one. I don't like to say anything now because
Rangers win, mate. I told you Rangers win.
But
say Rangers win.
We're going to say a Rangers win, Davie. Are you going to give us a score prediction?
I'll take Rangers 1-0, but I mean, I hope we spur on, maybe 3-0, 3-1 or something. I don't know.
Aye, I'm the same. I want to see goals against Aberdeen.
Relish always loves a goal against Aberdeen, doesn't he? So
yeah, aye.
I think that I get what Lewis is saying about Hibs now. Hibs are bigger than them, to be honest. Aberdeen, as much as they've got a good team, fair play to them, I just can't see them causing any damage, but obviously we'll find it. But so that's that. But I do think we've got to watch out with Lewis Ferguson, because I think he's unreal.
He's a dangerous player for midfield, obviously. I think he's got 8 goals for the season as well.
100%.
So, they've got dangerous players. We played them most recently at Ibrox. We beat them 4-0. Goals for Kent, Roof. Can't remember who scored the other 2 actually. But 4-0, 1-0 this season. We've got 6 points. Hopefully it is 9 points over them.
As I say, I just think they'll stay with bread. I just think Derek McInnes has been there obviously for too long. Thank God they didn't take a Rangers job.
No.
But I feel like they're a sinking ship. I think they're a bit like the Titanic and they're on their way down. Do you know what I mean? As I say, Hibs and Jack Ross are sort of like the the only challenge I've outside the Rangers and Celtic, I think, for winning the league, to be honest.
Aye. We'll go on to our team then. For my lineup for this one, I'm going to go with McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson. I think Hollander might come back in the defence. Barisic, Davis, Aribo, and maybe I get a wee curveball in here, but Bongani Zungu, the jury's still out in Bongani Zungu. He's only had one or two starts. All his other appearances coming for the bench. Surely he needs a start eventually, even with the midfield looking the way it does now, maybe not having Arfield or Jack back for then as well. Maybe Zungu comes in to decide what you think about that.
It's a good shout, mate. It's a good shout, that's what I think. Shout.
Davie, what you felt about Zungu as you've seen him this season?
I think he's alright, mate, to be honest. Whether or not I would start on Sunday, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, to be honest, but he's not really had much an opportunity to start. He's played now started maybe a couple of shite games, hasn't he?
He played Falkirk and Lech Poznan away when we were obviously through already.
Aye, so it's not really, no disrespect to him, but you know what I mean, it's not exactly the important games, is it?
He actually started the cup game against St Mirren as well when we get beat.
That's not
hard, that. I think I don't know if I'd start him Sunday, to be honest. I really don't. But at the same time, he's got to get an opportunity at some point. So
aye,
maybe he has the thing. Do you know what I mean?
That's the way I'm looking at it. Like, surely he's got to get a game eventually. Who knows if it is the Aberdeen game or not? But the front three I'm going with. If Roof is got an injury, I feel like Hadji will start anyway. Hadji, Kent, Morelos for me. I feel like Kent's going to play regardless. And Morelos hopefully likes to go, as you say, against Aberdeen. So, any changes to that lineup, or do you both agree with?
I mean, I'm going to change that lineup. I honestly, for me, I know he won't happen, but I'd drop Kent, and I'd drop him, man.
Mm-hmm.
Send him away.
Who'd you put in?
I'd play Hadji over him, mate.
So is Roof going to be fit then for you think?
No, well, listen, look, if Roof's not fit, this guy's fit. This guy's firing. He's ready. I've been lethal. I'm telling you, I've been lethal. No. I like the idea of Zungu playing, mate. Eventually you have to start playing him in big games, you know what I mean? If we're going to sign him permanently, maybe in the summer, got to start putting him in. I feel like he's a January signing, to be honest with you. I know he's been at the Hangway, but just a minute, games he's played, it feels like he's not played as much as he should, you know what I mean? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I feel like he's due a chance.
I'd maybe change, well, not a change, but you said Hollander? I think it might be Balogun.
I'm the same.
I think, to be honest, that's probably just 50-50. I think that'll be have like Gaffer just decides to choose. But aye, mate. So that's my opinion. But I thought about that.
The reason I always say Hollander is I'm just a Hollander fan. I want to see him. I want to see him playing games.
I've not getting against him.
No.
But I do like Balogun.
You're the best looking boys, is he, Davie?
No, he's not.
Nah.
But aye, so. But we'll soon see on Sunday, obviously. Go with whatever the manager goes when we'll be back at, so that's that. But to be honest, I can't see there being too many surprises for Sunday. What the both of us have said, I can't see anybody else making an appearance. So.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. I think he might just go with what he knows. Will do him the job. Maybe this is a big game for Zungu that he might not play him in, but as you say, I just feel he's been here long enough to where he could play one of these. So, as long as we get the job done, we get the 3 points and we move on. And that's we move on to Motherwell away, I think, after that. So obviously the games are coming thick and fast, tough games into that as well. So that's pretty much all I've got for this episode. But if you want anything else to add,
you wrap this up, Jack, I've got a question for Davie. Obviously Davie goes home and away every game, and I just want to know, are you coping not being at the football, mate?
Oh, it's shite, mate. It's horrible. It's weird and all. Saturday, obviously I'm not really used to sitting down watching a football. I can do it when we're playing something right, but see when you're sitting and you're standing in the house and Rangers playing Celtic and you're walking up and down the kitchen in circles because you're just shouting yourself. You weird. I miss it, mate. Miss it.
I'm still trying to adapt to. Like I find it pure weird watching games on the telly at Ibrox, like because I'm usually always there, similar to obviously you, Davie. It's weird as fuck, I think.
Mate, it's maybe a wee bit easier for you because it's kind of where you sit, like you sort of sit.
Aye.
I mean, but see, for me, mate, I always think it's a weird one, mate. Try to get used to it. I know what you mean. See, to be honest, I found this hard. See, like, really, before this COVID shite, I didn't watch a lot of telly, like football on the telly. I've never really been into the Prem or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'd watch big games, World Cup final, or Champions League final, whatever, but it was always really Rangers. And if I wasn't at the game, I'd watch it. But it wasn't really that often. So see, try to adapt to just watching any game on the telly for me, it's quite dodgy. Obviously, I'm obviously used to it now, because I've had to be, but it's different, mate.
I get what you mean with that, actually, because I never had the fucking like the channels to watch like Champions League and all that all the time, so I only caught the finals and all. But I same. I don't watch every Premier League game either because I'm either coming home for the game or I'm just going to the game or something. I miss near enough all the games. But no, it is weird. Quicker we get back, the better. That's what I say. Hopefully, we'll get something to celebrate at the very end of it. So,
hopefully, mate.
I'll listen both sides regardless, mate.
No,
you can't keep the fans back. That's, do you know what I mean? Davie will be up there fully nude, won't you, Davie?
I don't know about fully nude, but
it'll be crazy.
So mate, that's all I've really got to say about it. But I find it weird how it adapted height and all. But do you know what I'm on about actually? Like, I don't know. I think it's Falkirk they're playing the other week in St Mirren and that. They're quite low.
Yeah,
so it's quite high. Like the camera.
I know exactly what you mean. I feel like the camera angles for the St Mirren games are shocking. Quite hard to watch.
So, but that's just my opinion.
And that's pretty much the episode. Talked about a good bit there. Bit of transfer news. Obviously previewing the game, Old Firm, which was glorious for us all. And we move on. So hopefully it's 3 points on Sunday. From us, it's see you later. Remember to subscribe, like the video on YouTube, and also follow our socials, which will be in the description of the video on YouTube as well. So till next time, we'll see you later.